Good afternoon, Kirky.
It is afternoon, strangely enough.
Shall we look through the square window again?
The only bloody window.
The only bloody window. Yeah, no, it is an afternoon.
Window with bars up.
I'll tell you
It's
where.
like being in prison.
Well, do you know what it's like in prison? Have you?
No, I'm just.
Oh, right, no, I
I'm
thought
guessing that they got bars up in prisons.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Not the ones where you can buy alcohol from, obviously.
Or eat them.
Or them sort of bars either.
Yeah,
no.
chocolate bars.
No.
Well, look, it's maybe 1 o'clock here, but it's not 1 o'clock somewhere else in part of the world.
What, Manchester?
We have on the line all the way from Australia, and I'm not going to do any accents.
No, we won't do that.
It's Kevin Kershaw. Good day, mate.
G'day, how are you guys?
We're good.
Now we're just going to explain to our viewers. Kevin's on through the amazing use of technology. Kevin's talking to us
On the phone.
On the phone, with a mic stuck up his arse. No, a mic stuck. I thought it was a bit muffled.
Who's Mike? Pull him out now. Get out, Mike. Get out, Mike. Bastard.
So, Kevin, what time is it in Australia, and how are you?
Yeah, it's it's Friday, and it's 7 minutes past 10 at night now. So I've made it through another day, and looking forward to summer here in Australia. And you were just saying goodbye to it. I guess up that end of the globe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what we're saying goodbye to.
Yeah, not much of a summer. Yeah.
All right, it wasn't much of a hit, was it?
No, never is.
I thought it was. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah,
there's always next year.
No, so Kevin, why? Because you used to be the bass player in Crisis, and remember those days. So what happened after Crisis?
Is that
you
why
had a crisis? Was that why you went to Australia?
Yeah, I was going to say, is that why you're over there?
Well, yeah, it was a bit of a crisis. I was going through a crisis at the time. The drugs didn't bloody work. Alcohol didn't help much. Alcohol didn't help much either. So I thought, oh well, bloody hell, change the scenery.
Yeah.
And I ended up over here. I came out in 1990. Yeah, Crisis. I don't know when that wound up. You guys kept on going for a little bit longer, and yes, I don't know. I think it was 84 or 85, something like that. Yeah, I sort of knocked it on the head. I walked away from it. I kept all the gear. I ended up coming to Australia in 1988 and thinking, shit, this is all right. Wouldn't mind living here. And 2 years later, we're out here, and me and a good lady wife.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what did you like about it, apart from the nice beaches, hot weather, and cracking-looking people?
To be honest, I think it was all the Poms I bloody met over here. All the people from the old country that made a new start out here, and they never heard a word, bad word about it. And I thought, the price of the meat, the seafood, the cost of living, sunshine, it was also good. And so made the move and been out there an awful long time.
Yeah.
30 plus years.
Wow, that's incredible. And so were you doing your music, Kevin, when you left the UK? Did you get into music over here? Over in Australia?
I really didn't do much. I know I didn't do anything at all. I used to just have a bit of a play now and again. Just I just used to take the guitar off the wall and have a look at it and feel it, and put it back again. And I was too busy doing other stuff, playing football, having a family, and just getting on with life, work, And it was only 3 years ago that I got back into it. Actually, no. Look, I came over in 2014. You remember we did Black Tiger reunion.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it? You did amazingly well, considering you got off the plane and we just handed you a bass guitar and say play.
Yeah. Here's the bass guitar. Yeah, count the strings. Yeah, that's the bass guitar. You know, away you go. It was. That was good. I really enjoyed it, and I guess that inspired me. And a few years later. Well, we did that bloody CD, didn't we? So, which was good. Bit of a technical exercise, trying to me playing bass over here and recording, and then you guys doing your stuff over there. But it all worked out. That was a bit of a giggle.
Yeah,
and,
you had big speakers though. We could turn it up, Kev. We can't hear you.
Well, from Australia.
From Australia, yeah.
Yeah, so that got me thinking. And look, it was actually a couple of guys were sort of got in touch with me and said, "Hey, you through Facebook," and they said, "Hey, are you Kevin Kershaw? Did you used to play with Black Tiger, Crisis, Stormtrooper, Valhalla?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." And then the interest got rekindled. Started to get some radio play of the old tracks, and I thought, oh shit, it's why don't I just get back into it and give it a crack? And I met up with a guy, locally, and we got together, had a bit of a jam, and thought, oh, this is all right. And we sort of progressed it from there, and 2.5, 3 years later, well, we're where we are now, sort of thing. So,
so it's the same people.
That's good.
The same people who you met back then are with you now in your current band.
Yeah. So the keyboard player he's the main writer. He started a band called Men at Work. Very well known Australian band. So he was, he's a proper bloody musician. He's trained and can read sheet music and all that sort of stuff. He's quite clever.
Yeah, he practices.
He does.
Yeah. He wouldn't have lasted long in our band. Anybody practices is out.
No. You can't do that shit.
That's an evil.
It's just not right.
evil word that is practice.
Yeah. But we started looking around recruiting a drummer, and then we got a lead guitarist, and it's been a fairly it's a long road, but it doesn't seem like a long time. But 2.5 years maybe, and then suddenly we've got an album, and we've been signed by an Italian record label, a heavy metal progressive rock label. So that was it's a bit of a turn up, but it's been good. We didn't set out to do it for the fame or the fortune. Oh, bollocks! Yes, we did. But,
are you mad?
It was all about drugs, girls, and booze and bad times, good times,
arthritis.
And anyway, that might happen sometime. Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But it's good fun. It's a blast.
Excellent. So look, Kev, what we'll do, we're going to ask you to introduce your first song to give people an idea what you're all about. So why don't you introduce your first song and how it came about?
Okay, well, this is the title track of. I hope it's queued up right. This is the title track of the album. It's called 1,000 Tears. Look, we pretty much you call us a heavy prog band. We've got a pretty big sound. This is called 1,000 Tears. So this is the title and the first one on the album.
And so I write this song for you a second time, as I pass through the garden dead roses underneath you. In this war each bullet sleeps uneasily, as shall the graves appear, wherein my instruction, the guardian shall 1,000 trees.
Yeah, Kev. I mean, I like it, and I'll tell you why I like it, because it's musical. It's got some thought in there. That's what I like about your songs at the moment. So, who's the songwriter for that?
That's Greg Snedden. He's the keyboardist, and he's the main vocalist. The guitarist and myself, we do backing vocals and backing vocals harmonies. But Greg is the main songwriter. I wrote one song on the album, so I put my hat in the ring there, which was good. But this material has been written for quite a while, and look, it took this project to see his songs come out rather than just staying in a vault somewhere. So it's been good. It's been good, really good.
Yeah, no, I've had only a very quick listen to it. Nothing nasty about it at all. Easy to listen to.
Well, yeah. Brings back memories, really, when you listen to all that prog rock stuff. To me, and it's very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So, what was it? Your the keyboard player? What was his name again?
His name's Greg Snedden.
Yeah. So, Greg, he's the main songwriter? Was he always into this, or did he do other stuff as well, or is he a full-time musician? Tell us a bit about him. How the songs came about.
He formed a band called, or was pretty instrumental in forming a band called Men at Work, and they went on to become big in Australia and also in the US, and people would know them in the UK. Around about the late 70s and 80s, and he was also a session musician at the time, and also produced his own progressive rock album on a local label here in Australia, and very much likened to Rick Wakeman, that style.
Yeah.
So
very much so.
It was. I think it was one of, I think, the first person in Australia to actually own a Moog or Mellotron. The old-fashioned Rick Wakeman type, tape loop keyboard thingy, and and he was sort of likened to Peter Gabriel, vocally wise, and that's quite a it was quite a well-known album, and very hard to get hold of these days. But and he's always been involved in music in different ways, over the journey, and also a film score writer, a lot of different things. But he's only just come back now into playing in the band again. It was just, I think, at this stage of our lives, it's fun. It's fun, and we. You get something different out of it. I mean, when you're young, you're thinking stars in your eyes. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Blah 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 blah.
The women. That's it. The women. That's what I was.
I'm still thinking that way.
I don't know if you remember, Kev, but I don't know if you remember this, but when we had our first prophet in the band, me and Mick Simpkins, that was it. Mike Simpkins, who was the drummer. We went and bought a curry. We
bought curry with the profits.
We bought a curry with the profits. But we thought we needed that because we were doing all the driving at the time. So we thought, yes, we convinced ourselves to buy ourselves a curry. Blew the profits on that.
So that's where all the money went.
Kevin, I've got a question for you. What with all your music you're playing and all the rest of it, how does your better half, if I can call her that, and your kids what do they make of it all when you're out and about gigging all the time? They think it's pretty interesting. I called up with my ex-wife yesterday, and she's keeping an eye on what we'll be doing, and is pretty proud of what we've achieved as a band, because we practice at my place, Right.
Okay.
And it's the rehearsal space. We've done recording here as well, even though the album was recorded professionally, at a studio and engineered, the traditional way. And we got it pressed at a vinyl pressing plant here locally in Melbourne, Australia. The album's coming out in October. That's a CD launch. That'll be the 4th of October, and I think there's about 3,000 they're printing. So it's going to end up all around the globe. It's going to in shots in Japan and the US, South America, Europe, UK, and over here. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, my nearest and dearest, family members, they're quite happy to see Dad doing this sort of thing. So,
that's good.
No, that's fantastic, Kevin. Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, not quite dead and buried yet. So
no.
I don't know how far it'll go, where it'll end up. But like I say, we're just enjoying the journey, and we'll see where it leads. And,
yeah, well, that sounds like
we're doing it for fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good name for a band. Not Dead and Buried Yet. That's your second album.
Yeah, it'll be on the second album.
And then the third album is Dead and Buried. There's fuck all on it.
Dead and Buried. That's it. That was it. That was you. Where did they go? What happened to them?
Yeah, that's it. R.I.P.
Well, I mean, look, we're all getting on a bit, aren't we? Like,
well, I'm not.
Well, no, you're not.
Yeah. Some more than us. I think we're all about the same vintage.
Yeah,
that's right.
But
I mean, what I was saying is that our singer in our band joined this AC/DC tribute, and he never thought that would happen at his age.
Yeah.
But why not grab it both hands while you can?
That's Live Wire. I don't know if you have a listen to them, Kev. They're called Live Wire, an AC/DC tribute band. There's a guy called Podge, the singer, and he's so good.
Podge Blacksmith. Yeah. I follow them on Facebook. I'm friended with Podge through Facebook. Like, we're not having cozy chats or anything like that, but I follow them.
Not casual sex.
No, you wouldn't want to.
You don't want
a casual chat with him.
You don't want a casual sex with him.
No, he'd bore you to tears.
Yeah. He'll make you cry into the pillow.
Yeah. They're going off, and I think I'm seeing them, and they're playing. I don't know, some pretty decent sized concert venues, and I think, well, that must be good. That must be good fun.
No, they do.
So
they do.
yeah.
Do some reasonable size venues.
Well, yeah, excellent. Well, Kev, so where do you record? Do you get? Did you say Greg had a recording studio, or you go to a professional recording studio?
Yeah, well, he's got professional gear, and guitarist has as well. We've all sort of got home recording capabilities, but we really wanted the first album just to be as professional sounding as we could make it. Look, you can do a great job with home studios, with technology these days, on sort of proggy number, and it's to do with domestic violence and drugs and paranoia and all that sort of good stuff.
And what's it called again, Kev?
The Fear Time.
Acrobats, we're moving again. Say goodbye to another town. Where to this time at 5 a.m. Now the yelling is stopped and the tears are cold. Got your stuff, we're out of here. One must go some lonely town. You ask me why I've got no friends. How many friends have I left behind? Oh, mother is calling you now. Is that your darling baby girl? Somewhere in this dream of us coming out of nowhere, crashing for inside us, staring at my father. Mama's fucking us with tears trickling out her face. She said, "Don't worry, baby, nothing hurts this anymore."
Yeah, another great number, Kev. Another great number. Yeah, I tell you what, Greg sounds like a prolific songwriter. You know, I mean, obviously he's been in the business a long time, and like I said, what I liked about it is each of his numbers are meaningful and catchy, and they've got a good hook on them.
Yeah. No, that's a good description. And we write, or Greg is the main writer. I've written some numbers as well, but hopefully I'll next album. We've got a few tracks already ready to go for the next album. Not sure when that's going to happen, but we our songs are really about life, and they're probably relevant to us. People of our age, just older guys. I mean, we're for mature guys that have had families, and we've had children that have been through issues, and we've had divorces, we've had people, we've lost people with that friends that have died, and
and everybody goes through the mill,
Greg
doesn't
comes
it?
from it.
Yeah, circle of
Yeah,
life.
so Greg comes from he spent a lot of time, in his formative years down at St Kilda, and which is a bit of a salubrious suburb of Melbourne. Australians would know it quite well. You would see the seedier parts of life, and so a lot of songs are written around that period, and but people are sort of were forced into doing things they didn't want to do, girls, and to feed their habits, and and obviously with those habits comes untimely deaths, and some real hard luck, hard life stories. So it's a lot of our songs really dig the dirt, the grit.
Yeah, well, it's quite interesting, Kev, because I've got relatives in Canada, and everybody's got that sort of area. It's everywhere in the world. Yeah. So it'll probably strike a feeling with a lot of people. Yeah. That's true. I mean, and we also touch on the song that I wrote. It's called Clarice. It's you won't hear it today, obviously, but that was written about youth suicide. A family I know quite well, and they lost their daughter at age that's tough,
19.
Oh, tragic!
That is absolutely bloody hell.
And so, that song came into being, and again, it's like, it's.
Well, they always say if you're gonna write something, you write something with your experience and what you know,
and from the heart,
from the heart. Yeah, exactly. That's how you get these songs coming out. This is what I love about being in a rock band, Kevin, or any sort of band really. Where does that music come from? Yeah. You can't learn it. You can learn riffs and you can learn how chord structures come about. But this is why rock music is up. Well, any music is up for grabs.
Well, I mean, you say that you can learn chords and you can learn riffs. The drummer learns absolutely fuck all.
I can vouch for that. I saw Kirky play the other day. He was just sitting on a box for fucking 4 hours.
Fucking easy money.
What's it called? A cocoon?
A cajon.
Not a cocoon. It should have been a cocoon.
Cocoon. A coconut.
A coconut.
I'll play that as well. If the money's right, I'll play anything.
Fucking hell. No, it was good though. That was Blacksmith, and it was jolly good fun. Well done, Kev. Sorry. Kirky.
Kirky.
I don't need praise. I don't need praise.
You need beer.
I just want money and beer.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Kirky's a very spiritual man. He just wants money and beer. Gin. It's close to
spiritual. What, gin?
Yeah.
Well, look, here we go. Let's play your third and final track. What is it, Kev? Tell us all about it.
Okay, this next track coming up. It's the final track of the album on the second side, and it's called "The Devil at 4 p.m." and it's a little bit different from most of the other stuff. So it's almost easy topish. Again, it's got a serious side to the lyrical content, and it's a bit of fun, and we love playing it. Never look forward to it.
Hide away and let no one in except the devil. 4 p.m.
I like that number.
Yeah, that was your favourite, Kirky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the up tempo foot tapping stuff. It would get an audience involved. They'd be up for that.
Yeah, that's the kind of song it is, and it's a good one to round out. The finish the set with, and we don't get asked for encores.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we will one day.
It must. Well,
People just want to leave and get home,
I mean,
got better things to do.
It's difficult when you're playing your own music. I mean, I play in a covers band, so people are glad to hear anything they recognise. Doing your own stuff must be harder.
It is. It's quite a tough market over here. Certainly in Melbourne. Look, COVID really stuffed things around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're still reeling from it here. Yeah, it's all different now, Kev. It's all different now.
It's quite a few. Look, it's starting to get back to where it was, but there's a few places that shut down and haven't bothered with the music, and there's quite a bit to running a venue as well. I don't know what it's like over there these days, but the cost of insurance, the cost of employing people, bar staff, and the like. It is expensive. So unfortunately, there's a few places, really good venues that sort of shut down and unfortunately haven't come back.
No.
And it's hard getting gigs. It's the cover bands and the tribute bands certainly do a lot better. Because people know what they're turning up to.
Yeah, exactly.
So trying to push original music, it's a little bit tougher. But once you get people that have come along and they like your stuff, they might come back and see you again. We're starting to get a little bit of a following.
How far do you have to travel about, for gigs?
Well, Melbourne's a pretty big. Well, by London standards, it's similar, but it doesn't have the population of London. So, look, we'll travel to the city and around. It's mostly closer to the city. So it's about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not so bad.
All you're setting up, and it's not much different from when we were doing it back then. With Black Tiger and Crisis, we'd be playing London, and it's a long old night.
Oh yeah,
by the time we got back,
yeah, without doubt. I mean,
middle of the bloody morning.
It's a day's work.
So it's similar.
Yeah, absolutely knackering. I couldn't do it now myself, personally. I couldn't go to... Unless I did... Are you working still, Kev? Or you still got full-time employment? Or what's happening with yourself?
Yeah. I've still got a day job. I can't retire yet.
No.
Still got a mortgage and a car repayment. So, I'm still working. And maybe I've perhaps got another 3 or 4 years to go. Yeah. Possibly longer, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
here's a dilemma, Kev. So your CD does well. At what point can you say, right, I can jack it all in and do a tour? So an agent will come up and say, I want to promote you, and I've got gigs in Japan, UK, what? I mean, obviously, it'd be a certain threshold where you say, "Let's go for it," because that opportunity might not come around again.
Yeah. Well, look. I'd have to say it'd be very hard to make a living here in Australia. Now, look, if you're in a tribute band, and our guitarist plays in 2 tribute bands. He plays in an Iron Maiden tribute band called Power Slave, and he also plays in a Megadeth tribute band as well. And they get paid. So but you're not doing gigs every day of the week. It might be once a month, something like that. Australia's a big country. To tour it, you really need to, a lot of time to be able to do it. There's a lot of hours between, the major cities.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I reckon we've perhaps got more opportunity. Look, if the CD goes well, we're getting quite a bit of interest and exposure in online magazines and fanzines and radio stations. We're getting airplay in Germany and France, and we'll just see how it goes. But I reckon we probably would have more luck or more success if we were to come over to Europe. There's another band on our label. The record label's called Wormhole Death. You've probably never heard of it, but they're quite a successful little independent label. They've got links with Warner Brothers and distribution deals all around the place. So then there's another band here from Melbourne. They're called Temptress, and they're actually going to be in the UK. No, Europe. They're going to Europe next month. And so, look, they're going to be over there 3 or 4 weeks and touring around Europe. So that's something that perhaps we might end up doing.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Well, Kev, I wish you the best of luck on this stuff. Sounds great.
Well, look, it'll be great. If it comes off, it'll be great. It'll be great. We'd hopefully, get some encouragement and support from the record label. The label boss, Carlo Benotti, he really loves us. So surprising, it was a big surprise. But he as soon as he heard us, he wanted us. So maybe it might happen. We might get over there, next year.
Oh well, look us up, Kev. We want free tickets.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah, we want free tickets.
I'll shout you tickets, mate, and free beers.
Backstage passes, everything.
And the women.
Well,
Well, aspirins, Nurofen, all the drugs.
You have to form an orderly queue, hopefully, for the
Yeah.
Chance would be a fine thing, but you just never know, do you?
No, look, if it comes off, great. I mean, grab it with both hands, because...
well, that's what I say to my wife. If it comes off, grab it with both hands.
Well, that's the time when you got to think, do you make the leap of faith, I honestly don't know.
The thing is, you don't...
It's in the lap of the gods.
Yeah, I know. What you don't want is to look back and think, what if...
Oh yeah, you know what, Kevin? There's a saying. It goes, you don't regret the things that you've done. It's regretting the things that you haven't done.
Yeah,
that is the worst. That is the worst. And we've all gone through it, haven't we?
Exactly.
So you might have an opportunity. You might have a great opportunity here. So me and Kirky are gunning for you to go for it, because at least we can say we know somebody who got famous.
Yeah.
And it's Kevin Kershaw in Australia. If that doesn't get us a free ticket, Kirky, nothing will.
Oh no.
We'll see how it all pans out. We like I said, we're not, we haven't got big ideas or up ourselves, thinking we're hitting a bit. But it's been a pleasant surprise how it sort of happened, and hopefully it just keeps going, and we can build up a bit more of a following here. We've got some gigs coming up. Next month, and look, something we'll look at. We'll probably look at getting up the coast, going to Sydney, Brisbane, and do some gigs out of town, which would be fun. Would be really good.
Yeah.
That will help us. It'd just be nice to,
So where's
see
the
a different landscape.
Yeah, it would be beautiful. Where would you say in Australia is the place to go for a rock band like yourself? What would be like the utopia?
It's Melbourne is Melbourne and Sydney definitely. Sydney's somewhere you really need to go. It's another big population there, and quite an active music scene there. But there's a few festivals happening as well, during the summer. So, and they tend to be sort of more up the Queensland, up that way, Byron Bay. There's quite a few, pretty decent sized festivals. So maybe what we need to do is, in an ideal world, would be get an agent behind us. That's something we're obviously looking out for. Again, it's we're not trying that hard, but it'd be good. The first thing was to do the album, see how it's received, and look, we just love playing. We love playing. That's the best. That's the best thing for me. That's the thing I like to do. It's just, I like to be in front of people, up there, and just
Yeah, of course.
And you're playing stuff, and you're seeing people react to your stuff. So there's nowhere to hide, when you're there. So that's the plan. That's what we want to do.
And
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I know, it must be weird, Kev, that in a way that on our age now, that you're getting some degree of success which you never had before with other bands.
Yeah,
old, isn't it? It's old.
That's true. I always felt sad about bands I was in back then. Didn't quite get the as far as I thought we should have got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and you have regrets, and I've even had depressive moments, episodes when I thought, oh my God, I didn't make it, but you think, but when you look back and you see what you've done and how many people never got to do that.
No, exactly.
You just think, look, it took somebody, my wife, to say, no, look at what you did do. Look at what you did, Chief. Look, so, yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Reality check.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean,
how many people would love to have had the opportunities that us guys have had?
Yeah, no, exactly.
So, yeah,
exactly.
you just get on with it. You appreciate it, and you say reality check. You think, get you.
Yeah, no.
And,
I can remember I was playing our own music when I was in my teens, and you're lucky to get a handful of gigs. Nobody's that interested. You don't earn any money at it. So what do? You go back to doing covers to earn a few quid.
Yeah.
So,
but I've been asked to do. We're at the local rock den, and this is how I met Peter Yeoman from the Blue Lena. Yeah, and they're a terrific band. And but we got together. Then COVID struck, so we were doing covered numbers before the main acts came in. And we really enjoyed it, but COVID came along, and like you say, Kevin, it's still not quite there how we used to be. We're still, things are not quite the same, are they? Even now.
No, not quite. I remember, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we always used to throw in a couple of covers at the end. So if you got an encore, and generally you'd be out to milk an encore out of the bloody audience. If you're playing at a pub or a club somewhere. And we'd always do like an AC/DC number. I'm talking about Valhalla back then, and my first band, Stormtrooper, we'd do bloody Silver Machine, Hawkwind. People really loved that.
Yeah, great number.
If you've got a following and you've got them on board with you, all well and good. But I really love playing, a cover here and there, and people can, you don't have to copy it note for note, but you put your own spin on it. But yeah,
I always do.
I love doing covers. I love doing covers.
Yeah, excellent.
I want to do more, but anyway, but yeah, Greg won't let us. He's a bastard.
Right, Kevin, we're coming up near the end of the time with you, and but go on, give us one last plug. What's your name of the band, and if you're going to appear next, and when does your album come out? Off you go, Kev. Give us a plug.
Okay. All right. Well, look, really appreciate it, Ken and Kirky. It's been fun. It's gone quick. It's been a blast. The name of the band is Souls of Ambience, and look, you can find us on the web, soulsofambience.com. I don't know if you put an AU on it, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're everywhere. We're on YouTube. Souls of Ambience. Album comes out 4th of October. That's on CD and also digital download. We're on Bandcamp, and we've also got a 12-inch vinyl album for sale. Should anybody want one,
Right.
and we'll do a good deal.
Okay.
Hit us up.
Well, Kevin, we're gonna monitor you and your band, and we're gonna wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah,
and,
without a doubt.
You know, this time next year, we'll give you a call, and you'll be a famous rock star, and you won't want to talk to us.
Well, hopefully, I'll be happy if I'm still. I'll be happy if I'm still alive and and still looking forward to a pension at some stage. So
Yeah, you've been
good. Fingers crossed and good health.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding. And look, good luck with your projects, guys. And it's been fun.
Thanks a lot, Kevin.
And
All right, mate.
it's a great podcast.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Follow these guys. I'll plug you. I'll get my people onto your people, and we'll sort things out.
And you can plug me anytime, Kev. On that note.
Oh my God!
All right then.
I'm
Take
going
care.
to bed now. I'm going to bed with fucking bad dreams now and bad visions. Shit.
Yeah, we'll have to reflect on this. All right, Kevin. Take care.
Righto, good to talk to you.
All right.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.